What's up, guys? Cmay here. Today we have a tier list with all the leaders on it, and this is coming out post ban with the bans that are going live April 1st. I thought it would be fun to kind of give me and my friend Alec our opinions on what we think the leaders are going to be in a tier list. So let's go ahead and get started. Alec, you can say what up if you want.
Yo.
Alrighty, so let's get into it. Alright, starting at the, we'll start with OP11. I put these down here because here in the West, we are not on OP11 yet, obviously, so I put those 6 leaders down here. Alec and I agreed that we don't really have an opinion on them because the only time we've actually seen it is on the sim, so, or watching, videos of Japanese locals, stuff like that. So, but all right, without further ado, let's get started. Alec, what are you thinking for Doflamingo right here? Actually, before we start, let's just go over the tiers. So we have S, A, B, C, D, F. S being meta defining or top tier. For A tier, we have event topping. So you want to go over that one, Alec? Yeah, top 16.
Yeah, top 16, top 32. S is more like S tier is more like decks that are going to be winning big events,
regionals, stuff like that.
Treasure Cups.
And
then A tier is more of the top 8, top 16 decks you're going to see in top list, but probably won't win. Still good decks.
Yeah, good decks, playable for sure. And then we got B tier, which would be Rogue. So these could be like leaders that aren't going to be topping events, but with the right player and the right deck build, it could be really good. Would you agree? Yeah, on that?
Yeah, for sure.
Cool. And then for C tier, we got Let 'em Cook. So basically, that would be a deck that you wouldn't normally see. Maybe it has like a spicy build to it. You want to add on to that?
Spicy builds, some unforeseen combo that OP10 gave it, or just ban list helping the deck out is absolutely something that could happen. Decks that play big bodies, no more Rygo, Ice Age, harder to remove big bodies. So decks that Queen, for instance, maybe Let them cook, in my opinion. But decks
so
that
they
play
go
big
up against the Bonnie.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so that's the Let 'em Cook C tier, and then D we have Stay at Locals, just for fun. That could be anything like an e-show deck or stuff like that. Just what do you call that deck? Like a pet deck. That could be like a pet deck, like a local pet deck. Yeah. And then for F we have just bad, unplayable card.
Hopefully not your pet deck. If it is, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Like I said, these are strictly our opinions. Kind of what we think of each leader. Obviously, I guess we might have some biased opinions depending on what colors we like and stuff like that. But we do also, go off a couple of stats. But yeah, I think we're ready to get into it. So let's start with obviously OP01 Doflamingo. Jinbei just got banned. What are we thinking for this?
The Jinbei ban is big. It means he can't swarm the board as easily. Do I think he's definitely not an S tier deck without Jinbei. I think Jinbei allowing him to swarm the board turn
super
2
early, yeah.
Yeah. I still think he's good. For sure. Definitely not S. Definitely not. I don't think he'll be winning a regional.
Yeah, we got to think here. Are we going event topping or
I think he still tops. I think he's still good. So
we're talking like top 32.
Yeah, I could still see Dofi doing.
I mean, he still has, he still has Teach. He still has the Boa blocker that also gives the 2 Rested Dawn. So he can still leader effect. He still has, his deck manipulation up for the top of his deck with, what is that, Perona?
Also the Buggy 2K does it. And Boa does it as well.
And you
He
gotta
still has four
think
across the
he can
wall.
still play better into the black decks now without Ice Age and stuff, Gecko stuff like that. So still like a viable pick.
We could see a different list. We could see like a control version come out where you like it's more like a boa build.
Yeah, I could see
But
it, or like a bounce back build. He still has Trafalgar Law.
yeah, you still have Wall. You still have Red Rock, Blade.
Maybe run a
could
Kuros
see-
or something.
Still has Jozu. So I mean, I think it's still good. It's definitely event topping. I don't think it goes away.
Yeah, I'm good
But
with
we'll
A.
see.
I'm good with an A tier. All right, so there's our first leader. We got Doflamingo on the A tier. Going up next, we have purple blue Croc. So what are we thinking here for purple blue Croc? I know you've played that deck that leader before, haven't you?
I've played. Yeah, I like Brokeworks, but I think it stays at locals. I don't think.
Good enough to be a pet deck,
was
not
having
bad enough to
Jinbei.
be unplayable.
Losing Jinbei was bad because you can
Yeah.
still play the Warlords package, but yeah, and I don't think you had to run Jinbei. I just think if you're playing blue and have Warlords of the Sea in your leader and you're not playing Jinbei, then I don't know what you're doing. To be honest.
No, yeah, okay. I'm cool with that staying at locals. Not bad, maybe some locals have like a little a night where you have to bring like an off meta deck. I could see somebody bringing that.
Yeah, I think it stays at locals.
Cool. All right, moving on, we got blue purple Kaido.
I
Also
want this deck to be good.
a leader I haven't played personally, but Alec has. I mean, is it bad enough to be unplayable? I mean, you can still run the stage card, correct?
Yeah, so you're still
the
purple. You still get
ramping.
all of the Kaido.
I mean, you're still running the 10 drop Kaido rush. There's a 9 drop. I think it's
9-drop rush.
9 drop rush. I mean, I would put that. I mean, I could see that at locals. I don't think it's like necessarily unplayable, but I feel like it would be unplayable if you don't get your stage early.
It's not unplayable. It's definitely stay at locals. And the cool combo with blue purple Croc you can't do in purple not Croc, sorry. Blue purple Kaido that you can't do in purple Kaido is play 9-cost Sanji. And you can run that
Yeah.
with 9-cost Kaido. So I mean, and you can also 9-cost Mom.
Yeah. So that'd be 2 9 drops out just like that.
Yeah, that combo alone, I think it's still playable. And you still have blue Animal Kingdom pirate cards, so it's not unplayable. Is it good? No.
But
it's not unplayable.
it could be, bring it to a local.
Sure. I mean, definitely not unplayable though, so it stays at locals.
All right. Up next, we got OPO1 Green Odin.
All right. Now
There's
this
some
deck,
controversy around this deck right now.
It got some new cards in OP10. They got the what is he called? Kinemon.
Oh yeah,
Card,
you did get the Kinemon.
which they have to be in your trash. Then you can cheat out a 6-cost Kinemon. That's all it got, really? That's different?
You still got your Wano searchers though. I mean, you still got.
It's not unplayable. It got some new cards.
Yeah. I mean, you can run, all your Momos. What is it? It's kind of hard to, cause it's not as good as like what Yamato would be because you don't have the yellow Wano cards. But I feel like you could cook with it. I feel like you could. I feel like it could be like a C tier with the new cards.
I mean, is the new combo for cheating out a Kinemon 6-cost
I mean, it's not. Yeah. I mean, okay. I see
enough
what you mean.
to let him cook? Because let him cook. Like when the tier let him cook, I think is like let him cook to the point where like
You're getting wins.
it's possible this could be in like a top 64 or top 32.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I see what you mean.
But I don't think with the new Kinemons trashing him and cheating out a 6-cost Kinemon character. I
Would
don't
we
think
like
it's
to
enough.
stay at locals then, or bad unplayable?
I don't think it's unplayable. I think it stays at locals. Yeah.
I feel like this is gonna be a popular tier.
It'll be a popular tier. for sure.
Especially with these early leaders after the bans.
There are not that many OP 4 and under that are actually good. So
Yeah, I mean, Doflamingo and Zoro, pretty much. Like the only two. Up next, we got Purple King.
I've tried this. It's, in my opinion, unplayable.
It is pretty bad. It just loses to so many other decks. Like,
It's the same deck list as Purple Kaido, but
it's just worse.
Your leader effect is literally on a 10 cost Shanks card now.
Yeah.
It's just minus 1,000 power. And, like, it's just not good.
And you could have 4 of those in one deck. Nobody actually runs 4 of the minus 1,000 Shanks. Or actually, yeah, they do. I'm thinking of the KO at 10,000 or less. Yeah. So, yeah, just pretty all around bad leader. We'll keep
You
it.
gotta be a 10 Dawn. It's just not good. Yeah.
We'll keep it at a bad unplayable. It's our first F tier leader. Up next, we got a pretty popular leader now after the ban. We got Red Zoro. I'm probably gonna put this up at S. I'm thinking S. It beats Blackbeard, beats the brakes off Blackbeard. It's just it's a good, what is it, like Animal Kingdom rush deck?
No, it's just
not anymore. Yeah.
It uses the animal package with chopper and
with the choppers and all that. EBO 1 chopper. I mean, the price on that just went up to like $40.
I don't think it's S tier. I don't think it wins that many events. Like with Black being gone.
For current meta, like OP10.
I still think you should lose to Bonnie.
I mean, yeah, I guess you could lose to
you
Bonnie.
I don't think you beat Shanks.
Are you running any high cards in this though? Like you don't have any big drops, do you?
No.
I mean, you could run the new 5-cost Luffy.
I mean, you might run Rayleigh and some dragons, but that's the highest cost you're gonna.
And then we got the new starter deck Zoros that have rush as well.
I don't even think you're running that in this deck. You're only running the Luffy.
You're only running the Luffy, yeah. 5,000 or 5 cost 6,000 power. I mean, yeah, okay. I don't think it would. You're right. I don't think it's winning a regional. But it's definitely event. It's definitely event topper. I give it an A.
It's definitely an A.
I'd give it an A.
Like it's above Dofi. I'd move it left to Dofi. It's 100% better than Dofi.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll keep that there. I think that's gonna be a good deck for OP10. If you already have the EBO 1 choppers,
yeah, sucks if you don't.
It shouldn't be a too expensive deck to get, but
and that's good. Me. I don't got them, so.
All right, we're already at 13 minutes. I think we can speed up some of these. Where we got Red Green Luffy at? Let him cook. Okay. I know you just pulled this leader, so congrats on that. That was the alt lead. Real quick, why you got it at Let Him Cook? Just
Supernova cards good. New red Straw Hat cards also good.
They did get the new Nami green, right? You can't run the Odyssey one, can you, for the 2Ks?
You can, Straw Hat as well.
Yeah.
So it's good. It's got a lot of support. You just need to figure out the right list. Supernova and Straw Hat mix. I think it's good. Let him cook.
Let him cook. All right, up next we got Red Green Trafalgar Law.
This deck is so weird to me because I see it on the sim and I beat it every time, but it's Rogue. So I heard it's good, but I just have never lost one. So
there's a possibility that it's good. I have not played this leader yet.
I've never played it, but I've played against it and I've never lost.
I played against it a couple times, and it's not. I don't necessarily lose to it, but it's not. Sometimes it's not an easy win.
It's one of the board with low drops and then leader ability. Get out of 5 costs. I mean, it's Supernovas, which are good. Rush cards.
I mean, we gotta think. I play Bonnie, so I'm playing against other Supernovas. Which is always
it's
not
Rogue,
the most fun.
In my opinion. I don't think it's let him cook because I think the deck list is pretty
Pretty
set in
set.
stone.
Yeah, I don't think you can add like spiciness to it. It's just I'm good with it at Rogue. I'm good with it at Rogue.
Yeah.
All right, up
This
next,
leader, don't even think unplayable. Volkov's unplayable.
Blue Ivankov.
Unplayable.
Straight unplayable. What a trash leader. Sorry if you guys somebody mains Blue Ivankov. I don't think there is, but
Haven't met one, but
all right, up next we got Black Smoker, who recently just got a starter deck, some new cards. I think it's a fun deck. It sucks that they took away Ice Age for it. Kind of hinders your KO abilities on larger opponent or larger cards, but you still got the Tashigi 5-drop,
big.
which is big. You can still run Isho with it if you want, or 10-drop Kuzan. So you're not like losing the Gecko Moria as well. Kind of sucks, but you still have big bodies you can play that are Navy.
I think this deck is better than Lucci now.
Oh, for
In my
sure.
opinion. So
I think so
it's-
as well.
I
I think it'd be A.
Yeah, I think it'd be
I'm
as
good
well.
with it at A tier.
Yeah.
It can definitely do work. We saw a lot of we saw it in a lot of tournaments in Japan too. So for what that was OP10, right? That we saw that. When the players
Yeah,
in
I
Japan
believe
were
so.
using Smoker, yeah, I think it was OP10. When they were on OP10, obviously, but yeah, I'm good with it in A tier. So still have support. Minus the Gecko's not like too terrible now, so oh well. All right, next we got green. Oh man, I forgot his name too. Kitamon. So I would probably put this at unplayable. You go with you're staying
it's
at locals
better.
with it.
It's better than Odin.
Oh, it
in
is
my
right now.
The leader effect is better in my opinion.
Okay.
You get to cheat out. You can cheat out a 5-cost body on.
Plus he's getting the Kinemon too,
On
obviously.
3.
So
It'd be harder for him to set up, but yeah, it's better than Odin. It stays at locals, yeah.
man, they're doing Wano dirty.
One OP leaders, yeah.
All right, up next we got green blue Sanji. Never played this leader ever.
Unplayable with garbage.
Never played it. Don't really plan to.
Gotta play vanilla for your leader effect.
We'll just leave it at that. They love just giving Sanji vanilla characters, especially with the red leader and PRB.
Yeah, they're doing Sanji dirty a little bit.
All right, up next we got OP05, I believe, right? We're still on OP05 with Magellan, purple Magellan.
It's OPO2.
Oh, this is OP02.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he got cards in OP05. Okay. I've played this deck a pretty good amount. I think it's fun. You can play you have the combo with the Jailer Beasts that you can play. Also, the Magellan card is pretty strong, or it was pretty strong into Lucci. Still would be. The Dawn minus effect when you make the opponent minus a Dawn as well, and then obviously with the leader effect you gain the 1,000 power. I don't think it's terrible. I don't know if it's cook worthy, but I could definitely see it at a local for sure.
Sure.
The alt leader art is really nice. I don't know. I like it, so we can keep it at locals. I'm gonna put it at the front of locals though. It's definitely better than these decks, in my opinion. You good with that?
That's fine there.
Cool. Up next we got Zephyr.
Unplayable.
Absolutely garbage leader. I don't even know why it's a leader. I guess there might be some Zephyr fans out there, but I haven't seen the film, so. All right, up next we got one of your personal favorites, huh?
For real.
We got Whitebeard.
Unbanned Moby Dick, but we didn't get it.
With
I think if Moby Dick got unbanned, it's actually an A tier, but in my opinion, it's B. I think it really depends on how much Teach is in the meta. And there's a ton of teachers at your locals.
There is
And if
going to
you're
be a
not,
ton of teaches. I mean,
I think so. I think so too. And there's a ton of teach at like a regional or a treasure cup, and you're playing Newgate in anticipation of playing a ton of teach. You absolutely destroy teach. So in my opinion, I think it's rogue. I think it just depends on the meta, kind of figures itself out. Like if you're playing against a lot of Zoro, you're gonna get ass smacked against Zoro.
yeah, I could see that.
It's too many swings. But other than that, like I mean, Bonnie, I don't think you beat. That's probably your worst worst meta matchup. Is Bonnie. Shanks is not that favorable, but you can say it's like a 40-60, 45-55. It's definitely playable. Like Usopp, I think you destroy Usopp. You're just too aggro. Purple
Yeah, I would
Luffy is
agree that you could
smart.
get it in Rogue because I planned on putting Marco in Rogue as well. I think it's a Whitebeard thing. They just stay in the B tier, you know.
Yeah, I mean Newgate had his time. I think it's over, but I think it's still a rogue tier, depending on how much GC and what should be a lot with the OP10
Well,
cards.
we might get lucky and get a Moby Dick unban. You never know.
Or reprint.
Yeah, or reprint. So hopefully
We'll see.
pre-block, yeah. or reprint after. Yeah, you're right. But up next we got Red Black Smoker.
That's Garp.
Or sorry, Garp. Sorry, I was thinking of Smoker. With I haven't played this leader this before my time, so any
see a
thoughts
lot
on
of
this
it.
one? I mean,
Red and
another
black.
red black navy leader.
Red black just doesn't mesh well, in my
They don't really
opinion.
combo well. I mean, we're putting it at unplayable, aren't we?
No, it's not unplayable.
I mean, yeah, you still get the black navy cards, I guess. I don't know. We'll just put it at
You could
locals.
say locals, yeah.
It'd be nice to see that alt leader. You know, was that like $200 right now?
It's a lot. It's a lot. Yeah.
All right, up next we got Nami, which just did great at regionals before the ban. Which I think it'll still stay up there. Obviously,
Yeah.
with the block 1 cards, it'll be gone, but that's a year from now, so I think I'm
for
gonna put
Nami
this
main.
at S.
No. It's not S. It's not gonna. I don't think it wins.
I don't know. There were several top 64, man. Yeah, you're right. It didn't win though. It's definitely A though.
I think it depends on the meta. Like Nami definitely beats Shanks and Bonnie. Blackbeard actually don't even know if it beats Blackbeard. But if it's a lot of Zoro and a lot of aggro and a lot of swings, it's bad for Nami. But if it's a slow meta with leaders playing one character per turn, then it definitely loses the teach. So I don't think it might not even be A tier, honestly. But there's some crazy Nami mains that are just good at the deck. Yeah, it could probably stay like A or B. Yeah,
I mean, it can top an event.
for sure. There are Nami mains that play this at any point in any meta. So
I'd keep it at A. We still have no S tiers yet. Once we get down here, though, we'll get a couple. All right, for Black Lucci, after ban losing Ice Age
this
and
is
Gecko
okay,
Moria.
Lucci. This is the worst version of Lucci.
Oh, it is. You're right. The other
And it's
Lucci
terrible.
is
And it's unplayable. Yeah.
the other Lucci's what? 05 or 06? 05? 07? 07. Next we got Charlotte Linland. Was that black yellow or just yellow? It's just yellow.
It's black yellow.
It is
It's still
black yellow.
playable.
Why is that so disappointed?
Because I want it to be good, but and a teach meta as well. You can't even play 10 cost moms, so like at that point,
Oh yeah.
it's not playable. So
Up next we got
Kuro.
Green Kuro.
This deck's stay at locals. I don't think it's as bad as the ones below it, but it's bad.
I
It's
mean,
at the bottom at stay at locals.
I've definitely
But I think
seen you play it.
I've tried. It's a fun deck when you high roll, but it's not good. It's definitely not unplayable though. It just needs new cards, honestly, but we won't get that ever. I
Yeah,
don't think,
probably
so.
ever. Oh man, the day that Kuro is an A tier is the day I might
That's my
start
new
playing
main.
the game. Oh
Yeah.
man. All
Arlong?
right. Up next, I believe that is Arlong. Or green, yellow
Yeah, it's Arlong.
is Arlong, and I don't
It's
think it's,
locally,
huh?
stay local.
Yeah, I was
Stay
gonna say
local.
I don't think it's unplayable, especially with the new
Definitely not.
cards, the new Fishman
It's
cards.
yeah. Got some new triggers as well.
So not terrible. Yeah, I could
Probably
see
one of
it
the
at
best
locals.
decks that we got in that list. Definitely one of the better decks, for sure.
Yeah, we can move it up. Believe it. I don't know. I don't know if it's better than Magellan.
It's better than Magellan. In my opinion, it is. It's literally just triggers. You get lucky enough and get the cheat. Your leader effect cheating out bodies is good.
I'll keep it
So,
behind it.
Yeah, I'm sure.
There's a lot of good purple cards that Magellan can still run. All right. Up next, we got Iceberg.
Sadly, it's unplayable. In my opinion.
Yeah, I'm putting in unplayable. Dope leader alt though. Really nice looking
all
leader
of
alt.
03, yeah.
Yeah. OPO 3's different color leaders, alt leaders are sick. All right, another one that I think you really like is Red Ace.
Honestly, I think we had another tier to let him cook.
That's what I was thinking too. Let him cook. Definitely with the right cards and the right player, you can do some damage with this.
You can do some damage. I think
He's got some good ace cards in the deck.
the new Luffy is good. I would definitely run it in this deck.
Good events. I don't think it's bad. I just don't think it's good. But you could probably run some spice in it and see what you get. So
I think that starter deck helps a lot.
yeah.
The new Luffy starter deck. So I think let him cook. Maybe someone comes up with the list that's good. I don't know.
Something crazy.
I'll try it. So
All right, yeah, we'll keep it there. Up next we got Katakuri.
man,
I mean,
I don't think it's event topping.
I know where I'm putting it, and that would be Rogue.
Yeah.
Um,
It's still good. Like it's Katakuri.
he's
does
always
one thing
getting
good.
new cards. There's always gonna be new Charlotte cards.
When there's new triggers, he also benefits. It's just Blackbeard. Like,
Yeah.
there's no way you can play this into Blackbeard. There's no way. So, if your locals has a lot of Blackbeard, sorry. Unsleeve that deck. Put it. Just don't even. Yeah, just put it away. No 10 mom. I seriously, you can't play it. I'm sorry. I'm sad too, but
I some of my locals I do see some Katakuri mains though. So yeah, it's
Nami.
definitely
It's like Nami. If there's a Katakuri main, he's gonna stay on it no matter what. It's still a good deck. I think your matchups are still good overall.
yeah.
It's another 50-50 deck for sure. But if you run into Blackbeard, I think you scoop and go next, in my opinion.
Just scoop and go next. It's wild. All right, up next we got Black Blue Rebecca. I'm interested to see where you would put this because I think I already kind of know where I'm gonna put this.
I think it's Rogue or Let Him Cook.
I was
those
thinking the same thing. However, with her new cards in OP10, I think I would keep it at Rogue.
Okay. So
You
got
have the new combo with Rebecca and Kuros. She's still Dressrosa. Dressrosa just came out with cards for Black Blue Usopp. So I think that you can. I think it could be at Rogue, if built properly. But are you good with that? Good with Rogue?
Yeah, I think Rogue
Cool.
got a lot of support.
Here's another one that we were discussing kind of before the video started is Blue Yellow Queen.
I think it's honestly a C tier. in my honest opinion.
With a C tier, if you're
Actually,
not playing Bonnie at all.
It's pretty bad with Blackbeard too. A lot of on plays.
I think it would be. I think I would keep it at like a locals
Yeah, it's probably a state
level.
locals. I was not thinking about Blackbeard either. So
Yeah. I mean, if for those of you who don't know, the leader effect, you have to deploy big bodies before you attack, and that's why it's so bad in the Bonnie, because Bonnie can just rest the big body that you play out when you attack. So it's just in a meta that's probably going to be running a good amount of Bonnies. I wouldn't put it this far down though. I'll put it like right in the middle.
Yeah. It's a middle. Yeah.
All right, up next we got Isho, deck that it's my pet deck. You know, I like this deck. I think it's fun. It's definitely not good, but
I think it could go into the Let 'em Cook tier. I think it got some Navy
yeah.
cards.
There's Navy cards, the new green Navy cards with Tashigi and Smoker.
There's some stuff you can do with this deck, I think.
Yeah.
It wasn't super Gecko reliant, so I think it's still chilling.
You can still run the 8-drop Isho. You can still run okay, you can still go like things like Ryuma or not Ryuma, X Drake with the green Navy card. The KO's rested. So, I think it's not bad.
Yep.
All right, up next we got green purple Doflamingo.
I think I'm gonna say my opinion first. I think it's actually in the Rogue tier.
Rogue tier. I
think
do
the
like with
purple
the new
cards are
cards
insane
that they're getting that he got, and then
got a lot of support.
also with Birdcage.
I don't think. Yeah, Birdcage's still gonna be good. Never mind. I was thinking
it's
like
still
since
good.
Dopey's gone, it's not as good. But if Zoro and all these other rush decks are gonna be
Zoro,
trying to beat Blackbeard, then
and
that
then
makes Dopey
also
even better.
Blackbeard. At least Birdcage would be able to get rid of the Burgess.
Yeah.
So I think we could keep it at Rogue. Yeah, I think that somebody will be able to cook something really nice with this deck, and it'll actually be viable. All right, up next we got purple yellow Croc.
Hear me out. Let him cook.
Now this is a deck that actually wouldn't. It has the potential to not be terrible. There's a lot of okay yellow cards that you can play in it now. Like the Nico Robin, the Trash Alive, you can play that one in that deck.
Your top end's the same. You know, 10 cost
Yeah,
ace,
top
Yamato,
end's the same.
the
I don't know.
8 cost Croc. It's good. I think it's a let him cook. I think it could be good without Black just killing your big bodies with Ice Age. It's possible. Blackbeard's still a thing with the on plays, so I mean that kind of sucks. But other than that, I think
Yeah,
it's a let him cook.
yeah. Let's cook
Depending
with
on if the meta turns like super aggro and like Zoro's just being like played everywhere, then this deck just gets completely destroyed. But other than that, I think it's cooked.
Yeah, I'd like to see somebody cook with it for sure. Up next we got red blue Vivi.
Stay at locals.
Really? I was gonna put it at unplayable.
Nah, it's not unplayable.
I've
Later effects are good.
never played against a Vivi, so I don't ever see that card anywhere. Up next we got green blue Rosinante. I also am probably gonna put this at locals.
For right now, I think in EVO2 get some nice support. Until then, yeah, it's probably just stay at locals.
And I'll probably put it like there. Because we
It's
still
playable.
get green Navy cards.
It's playable. Yeah.
He is a blocker, so. And you can
Still
play
get the
out the green
green,
Rosinante 8-drop.
yeah.
Also the green Rosinante 2 blocker. So, I mean, it's not. I don't think it would be a horrible deck, especially with like what I just listed. So, not bad. All right, up next we got, what is this? OP05 Pluffy. I mean, it's a debate of either S or A. Do I see somebody winning a regionals
giant.
with Pluffy?
It loses the Doflamingo matchup, which was think, pretty hard for him.
I mean,
Yeah, it was a pretty hard matchup for Purple Luffy.
I could probably see it at A. I mean, it's still a really good deck. Still has giant.
I think it's top of A or bottom of S.
I'll put it at top of A. Or do we want to put one in S yet?
I think this could be the first. I'm only
Yeah.
gonna have, I think, 4
Yeah.
decks in S. I think.
I mean, yeah, Blackbeard's gonna go here. Blue Purple Luffy, which is down here, would be an S. I mean, yeah, I'll keep it at S. I mean, if you get lucky and get on curve every game, you can win. You know.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah.
All right, up next we got Black Red Sabo.
Stay at locals. It's not unplayable, but
It's definitely not terrible though, but I don't think it's as good as what's the other Sabo I'm thinking of that has yellow?
red yellow.
Yeah, I think red
think
yellow
they're both-
Sabo's better.
I think they're both pretty bad, but
It'd be higher up in the locals though. All right,
Yeah.
up next we got Bello Betty. This
I think it got better.
it did get better with the bans for sure.
Yeah. No, I think I want to say it's above Rogue. Honestly,
I would put it at A, just because of the current meta. What just happened?
It definitely destroys Blackbeard. Yeah, I think A's fine.
Like low A. Yeah, I'll put it at
Yeah.
low A. So this could be either high B, low A. I think it has a lot of potential, and depending on how you trigger in certain matchups, you could easily win. So I think that's a good spot for it. Another card or another leader that we were talking about like before the video is Marco. I would definitely say it's probably a rogue deck. It's not terrible.
Yeah, that's a road deck. Yeah.
And you don't need to cook with it because it's more or less just getting your combos. So I'll keep it at rogue. Another leader right here that got affected by the bans, the next two actually, Anel, losing Kingdom Come. Where are we putting
Yeah.
this? I mean,
I still think a no is a no. I still think it's
it's never gonna be bad.
decent. But losing Kingdom Come is pretty bad because you can't deal with 9-drop, 10 drops effectively. It's probably a rogue deck.
That's
still
what I was
think you
thinking.
can-
Still in B. I'll put it like
Yeah.
above Katakuri. I'll probably put it in like. Are we wanting this in the top of B? I think that's a good spot for it.
Yeah, I still think it's a deck that can do good.
Yeah, for sure. Losing that card does suck really bad, but it's still a no. You're still gonna gain life. You're still gonna hit triggers. And you can always go the route with like taking out life with cards like Nico Robin, stuff like that. So, all right. Up next we got Gecko Moria, which saddens me to say that got weak after the ban. Losing
Horribly
Gecko
weak.
Moria and Ice Age is pretty rough for this deck. I wish
don't
they would
think
have
it's-
made Gecko leader locked, but
I don't. Yeah, me too. Because I play Piranha, but I don't think it's unplayable. I think it's locals.
yeah, it's just gonna have to stay at locals. The only option to play this deck now is to flood the board with Thriller Bark Pirates and with the stage and leader effect. So sucks, but that's where we're at. All right, a card that's getting support in the upcoming EVO2 and OP11, or is it just OP11? I can't remember, but yeah. We got Blue Purple Reiju. I think it would be. I think I could see this as a rogue.
Yeah, I was gonna say Rogue. I don't think I tried to play this on the sim against Blackbeard. That's what I'm basing all this off of is like Blackbeard Bonnie matchups really, and like Shanks as well. It doesn't beat any of those decks,
It doesn't, and
so can it?
half the new cards just getting are 2Ks.
That's an OP11.
Yeah, the blue cards.
How about OP10 is getting a new Sanji searcher,
Yeah, that is the blue Sanji.
purple Sanji searcher. Other than that,
Oh, is it purple? Are you talking about the one drop?
yeah, the searcher. Yeah.
I thought it was blue. Yeah. Okay, so it is purple. I mean, yeah, I'll put it at the end of Rogue. I mean, it's not like terrible,
There's
but
some
like
great
you
new
said,
players.
with
Oh.
going into Blackbeard,
I've tried it. It's horrible.
it's
Your
yeah,
ECGs don't have rush, so
and I don't think you get to minus the power, right?
yeah, but that's whatever. Mostly just the rush part.
Yeah.
But
Okay,
yeah, I mean,
I'm good with it in Rogue. All right. Up next, we got Green Hody Jones.
this leader is so funny.
Also got new cards, or is getting new cards.
I want to say let him cook.
I'd be down with let
I
him
don't know
cook.
why.
I mean, especially once OP11 hits.
Yeah, OP11 is getting some new stuff, but as of right now,
Because we're
probably
getting
stay
two
locals.
Fishman Island leaders.
I was getting some new cards. Yeah, I think it's just I think it's stay locals. But if you want to put let him cook, we can. Because
Okay, yeah. I'd be good with locals, like kind of higher up in locals.
We're just gonna have to see how much people just love playing black decks. That's because if like there's no black, then I think green just
That's true.
goes up. So yeah, we'll see. I think it's
I
just
like
stay
it.
local.
I like it there. I like it there for now. Up next, we got Green Black Perona, also affected by Gecko Moria being
And
banned,
and
Ice Age. So I think that it's either going to be bottom of locals or almost unplayable. I mean, you could still run the green Wano cards with it, but
Yeah, it's
I could see it being brought to locals. I don't think it's necessarily completely unplayable, but
I think you'd be crazy to bring it to locals, but if you want to, sure. I think it's very bottom of it.
yeah, I was gonna put it very far right, like out of the way, like get that out of my face.
Yeah,
But
sadly, it's
But you
gone,
can
yeah,
still
sadly.
bring it to locals. That's if you're running the Wano green build with, Ryuma and all that. So, but okay. Up next, we got green yellow Yamato. I know you think this leader's pretty bad.
It's
I
good
think it could be a
before-
cook worthy.
Yeah, that's fine. It can do good. It just like it's good at 4 life leader metas, and right now we're definitely not in that. It's a whole bunch of 5 life leaders, and it's just a lot to get through.
Well, if you're able to get out the 5-drop Yamato with banish double attack, they could be in some trouble. With the
No, it
even with
can
5
win
life.
games. It can definitely take games off almost any leader. It's easier when they're 4 life, but when they're 5, it's just so much. The extra life means a lot. So
Yeah, no, I agree. But you
Yeah,
can get a cheeky little 2 life out before they even play a blocker, before they can counter out. So I think it's cook worthy for sure.
there's some Yamato mains out there. So yeah, I could see it being in the cook tier.
Speaking of mains, we have
Oh,
Black Purple
talk about-
Luffy coming for your head here.
this is my main deck. Yeah, exactly.
What do we? I'm really curious to see where you put this.
I mean, it's not like we didn't use Gecko the same way that Lucci and everyone uses Gecko. We're not trying to KO stuff with the Gecko, like do some 6-card combo and KO like two characters like Lucci does. It was mostly just for the value of getting the Frankies back and the Law Searcher. You're getting like a 3-card advantage, a blocker, Gecko on board. Not having that and wasting $200 on Gecko ults hurts. Like, there's definitely ways you can cook this deck. I haven't found a way. Like, I was thinking like with the Sabo and do like the black Sabo, make your board immune to KO effects while you have the 10 cost Kaido Linlin on board. So your board stays, theirs goes, they trash a life, we get 2 Dom back with leader effect. There's so much stuff you can do. It's not unplayable. It's definitely not unplayable.
I know, it's
definitely
a
not.
cook.
I don't even think it's let him cook. It could be let him cook, but like any black deck losing Gecko, it hurts really bad. So
It's probably
either
pretty
low
high
lose or
up
let him
on let him cook. I
But
mean,
yeah.
you could still run, Ploofy cards. I mean, I don't know. It's not a terrible deck. Well, hopefully with the starter deck, we'll see some stuff that can bring back things from the trash.
June, hopefully they lean more on the black side of it. But yeah, as of right now, it's sucks right now without Gecko.
There it is. We'll leave it at C tiers out of
Yeah, thank you.
for you.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Up next, we got Red Purple Utah. Another
Dude,
deck
I was high on this leader.
I haven't played.
I was high on this leader. The leader effect is good with the 10 cost KO Shanks because it allows you to KO the red Shanks at 10 cost rush when other Shanks play it. So, because it's a minus 2k leader ability. So you can minus him to 10k, play the 10 cost Shanks, KO him. It's definitely,
Cook?
I'm going to say let him cook. Yeah, I think it's cook worthy. I think it always has been. It's just missing a couple of new film cards that can definitely help it. But when you get Rayleigh, you get 10 cost Shanks, Rush, you get the 10 cost KO Shanks. And that 10 cost KO Shanks is searchable. So
For sure.
I think it's good. I think it's cooked. Cook worthy.
Cooked. You think it's cooked?
No, it's probably cooked. It is probably cooked, but
No, I see what
it's
you
not
mean.
terrible.
I mean,
it's not terrible.
definitely.
And
It's
you got
definitely
built-in ramp. Built-in ramp is always good, so I like that.
Yeah, it's I'd say one of the red purple decks that make more sense in terms of ramping and attacking. Unlike, like Sugar.
Yeah, we'll get to Sugar. When we get to Sugar.
Okay, up next we got Boa, which is definitely up there. It's definitely up there now. Not having
Yeah, the Kyros. Yeah.
not having Jinbei.
Hurts, but I don't think it hurts as much as like.
But you can still
how it
run
hurt Jofu.
Trafalgar Law bounce back, Jozu bounce back, Kuros bounce back,
And the Kaido.
and the Kaido. 10 drop Kaido, blue bounce back as well.
I think this deck. I mean, if we have, dude.
It's hard to say S yet because we don't know how it's gonna perform.
No, I don't think it's S.
But
I
I
for sure don't
definitely
think
think
it's
it would be at A. I like mid A, like probably maybe
Dofi
dare
up
I
there,
say
then I don't-
before Dofi.
Yeah. If
Maybe
we have Dofi up
before-
there, I don't see why we don't have Bo up there. I agree.
Yeah, I even put that before Nami. Just the new cards that they get. It's nice. Alrighty, up next we got. Okay, this is the Lucci that got really affected by the bans. Kind of made it a pretty terrible deck now. I mean, it's still playable.
It's Lucci. This dude's he got his stage banned, and he was still. I mean, he just won the World Championships, by the way, in OP09 meta.
Yep.
So.
Yep, beat a Shanks.
Yep. Dude, I just have.
I mean, dare I say,
weird-
just cook.
Yeah, I have a weird, terrible feeling. It has to be in the cook tier for sure. Because we don't even know what the list is gonna look like. I'm sure people have like 40 out of 50 cards are guaranteed in the list. But
Yeah.
to make it as good as back to the event topping, meta defining. I have a
It's
weird
gonna
feeling
take
Lucci
some-
can do it again. I have a weird feeling he can do it again. I hate it. I don't like Lucci, but this deck's been through a lot and it's still as good. So let someone cook, I think.
I mean, are we really? Is it worse than Rebecca though? Honestly.
I think the let him cook tier is just like a tier that it's got potential, and we just haven't seen it yet.
That's fair.
And I think the Lucci, we know his potential. It just lost some pretty big cards, so we just have to see if someone could cook something up. I still think it can do decent, but
Yeah, we'll see what they put in the deck. I mean,
it's
10
Lucci
drop
at the end of the day.
Kuzan,
So
8 drop Isho, any of that kind of stuff. But on to my favorite leader, Green Bonnie.
we got our next S deck. I think this deck.
This is definitely S-worthy.
It lost its
After
worst
ban.
matchups.
After,
I mean,
it's still tough to play Blackbeard,
yeah,
but it's doable.
it's definitely doable. Yeah,
I mean, you've seen me do it. So,
it's definitely not that bad of a matchup. And like, losing Dofi matchup was kind of bad. It's still like, you didn't.
I mean,
always win against
still,
Dofi,
yeah, but still, like, I didn't get, like, if I saw a Captain Kid 8 drop, I was probably going to win the game early. If I saw that card early without taking too much life.
right, you can stall long enough.
Yeah.
I think
Another.
it's definitely an S deck.
Yeah,
For
it's
sure.
it's up there. It's up there for sure. And
'Cause,
it performs
you
well in
beat-
regionals.
You beat Purple Luffy. Shanks is still a bad matchup, but like it's still close to 50-50 because Shanks doesn't have any hard winning matchup. Is all 50-50. So like Shanks is the only bad one. Like RP Luffy, you destroy. Dofi was a 50-50. Anel was a 50-50. But like these are decks that are definitely beatable. Like Purple Luffy, you annihilate, I think, in my opinion. And then Blackbeard, I think, is close to 50-50 in my opinion.
And Bello Betty.
Bell Betty, you just It's like all the A tier decks, I think you do fine in.
Yeah.
But Nami, I think Nami actually.
It's a hard matchup. I think it sways more towards Nami. But
Smoker, maybe Smoker's gotta be bad because of the black deck, and Bonnie has never done that good against black. Like losing the Lucci matchup as well. If you don't see that much Lucci, that's like the biggest one. That helped you.
Yeah, exactly. Lucci and Anel is kind of tough too.
Yeah, Anel's definitely like a 50-50 for sure.
With Rygo or Kingdom Come, whatever.
Rygo hurts. And with that gone, yeah.
Yeah. Then if I drop like a Zoro on board and it gets Kingdom Come to like Rygo, whatever you guys call it, I know. That hurts. That hurts. So
I think, yeah, like
I'm cool with it.
Matchups are gone. Black Halo Luffy's destroyed, even though I think you beat that like 90% of the time.
Yeah.
But just an annoying
top
matchup.
knot hurts, but other than that, it's good.
I think less black is good for Bonnie. So Shanks still sucks, but Blackbeard is still.
Shanks is doable though, still.
rough.
So not terrible. But all right, we got Purple Foxy now. I know this is one of your. It's not really a pet deck, but you definitely love playing this deck.
It's one I cope with. I cope with this league, and I think it's actually better than it is. I still think I want to say, in my honest opinion, it's a rogue deck.
I'll give it
In
to
my
you.
opinion.
I mean, I'll give it to you. I'll put it at the end of Rogue for sure.
Because the one thing that messed with this deck was black, and Black Yellow Luffy was a very hard matchup.
Yep.
to the
And
point
we've
that it's
definitely
actually
seen
better.
people perform with this at locals. So
People that can perform with this at regionals as well.
Yeah.
There's been some top with Foxy.
so
But, like the matchups that we're bad into, like we're good into Blackbeard. We really don't have that many on plays. And
you get to minus 1,000 across the board.
I would say Bonnie is a tough one because Carrot and Dofi,
Yeah.
like very, very, very hard, like to the point where
And
it's
Hody, really, just to get rid
kinda
of
winnable. The cheap
Foxy
body.
Pirates on the board.
Yep. Other than that though, like Shanks, Bonnie, which are two ones that do hurt, but if you're looking for something that does good into Blackbeard, Foxy is your boy.
You heard it here
So-
first.
It does good. It does good. Not too many on plays. He has to use his events to KO little tiny like chopper blockers, but like if you have Pickles out, which makes all your other Foxy Pirates cannot be KO'd by effects other than him.
Yep, crazy card. Liberation, just take that out. Or Finger Pistol.
Yeah, so it's always been pretty decent at into black. So yeah,
But-
I think it's Rogue.
Yeah, we'll keep
honestly.
it there. It's fine. You ramp good. It's fine.
If there's a lot of, you know, it is good in the aggro too, with the 7 cost Foxy. So I don't think it's that bad in Zora either.
Yeah, I'll move it up a little bit. It's probably like behind
Probably mid.
Katakuri. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, up next we got Red Dragon.
I don't know.
I mean, it's basically just
It's the
the
same
starter deck
leader that just
Luffy.
came out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
It's
not
just
unplayable. It's probably not a let him
no,
cook. It's probably just the
no.
locals, like
Yeah,
pretty
it's
high
locals.
up, and I'll put it like behind Hody.
Yeah, the new starter deck definitely helps it.
Yeah, for
It
sure.
gets cards in that as well. Yeah.
Another one
I
that
got
we just saw some growth with is,
I got some strong things with Vegapunk.
yeah, Vegapunk here. Definitely can be good now.
Yeah. It loses Kingdom Come. But it does good into Blackbeard. If you guys are looking for another Blackbeard.
I mean, are we putting in low A, high B?
No, it's not an A. Sadly.
I'm putting it probably like.
I think it's a cook.
You don't think it's
the
a
deck goes
rogue? I
there.
think that with getting new cards, it'll be good.
You gotta think about the matchup, so like it's good into Blackbeard, but it's not that good into anything else. Like it definitely loses to Bonnie. It definitely loses to Purple Luffy. It 100% will lose to Zoro and Shanks. That's not even a question.
Yeah, that is true. I forgot about Zoro. Yeah.
And we're just talking about probably the most, consistently played leaders, and it beats one. But
Yeah,
if you
we'll
are
keep it in
looking, if
Cook.
your locals is like 90% Blackbeard, pull up with the not Rush Vegapunk, Aggro Vegapunk, and go to town.
You heard it here first. All right, up next we got Carrot. This leader is fun.
That's my cope deck.
It's a worse Bonnie.
This is one. It's a more aggressive Bonnie with the leader effect, because you get to choose on your turn to rest.
And
But
you get a stage card,
which can't be searched.
which cannot be searched.
Trust me.
Ozo.
EBO2. We should have made a tier for like EBO2 waiting room, because Kara is definitely with the new bands, dude. I think it might be C. Honestly, because green is good. You get the whole Tashigi. I mean, it's running the same top end as Bonnie with the 9 cost Shanks, 10 cost Dofis.
Yeah.
Carrot.
You got your searchers still for your minks.
Yeah. It's just like, honestly, it's a worse version than Bonnie, but I still think it's good.
You got Cat Viper and Dog Storm cards. Like, they're not bad cards.
Yeah, the minks aren't bad.
So
are they as good as Supernova cards? No, but they're not bad.
they should have made one. They should have made like a minks card that was like Sulong, like a high cost Sulong. I think that would have been cool.
So sick. That'd be so sick. Yeah.
But maybe in the future, I have hope for this leader. I really like Carrot, so
yeah.
All right, up next we got Black, Purple King. I haven't played this deck.
If it's an aggro meta, it gets eaten alive. So
probably locals.
And no on plays, it's rough. It's rough. Yeah. I mean, you do got the. It's not rough, but like, because you run like the 9 cost Kaido activate main, KO 7 cost. That's like one of your biggest bodies. But you lose Ice Age.
Yep.
It didn't really play Gecko, so you're fine on that. Yeah, it's a stay locals.
Yeah. I mean, you could play the 10 drop Kuzan, but
I think most do actually. So
at least you didn't lose that. But okay. Up next we got Purple and Yellow Pudding, Charlotte Pudding. This is another deck that I think that you kind of like, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I played a lot of Pudding in OP08.
I mean,
the Blackbeard era.
Honestly, with the new Charlotte cards, I could see her being pretty good. I mean, in OP11 you got Katakuri
11. Yeah.
coming out with cards, so
yeah, just put her in the OP11 tier, because that's
basically what it's gonna be.
We're in the waiting room. But in all honesty, if we put in that tier, I think it should stay at locals. It's just a any deck that uses 10 cost Big Mom against this meta, especially if it's an aggro meta with like Betty and Zoro. I mean, Purple Luffy's kind of aggro as well.
Can you believe we've already been going for an hour?
Holy wow! I mean, there's a lot of leaders.
Yeah, there's a lot of leaders. Oh, this is good. This is good. I've been waiting to do one of these.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably just stay locals.
Yeah, I like it. I'll put it in the OP11 though, waiting room.
Yeah, it's a waiting room. Yeah.
If not, yeah, it would be probably like a locals right now, but I can see it climbing. Up next we got Red Green Chopper.
Rogue.
You saying Rogue?
Mhm.
Yeah, I could see it. Drum Kingdom.
I mean, it's the same deck as Zoro,
Yeah.
just the worst leader effect, but I can see it.
I'll put it in front of Rebecca.
I can see it, honestly.
All right, Calgara. I've actually seen I've seen more people starting to play Calgara recently.
Yep. If you're a new player watching this, Calgara deck is like $30 to make. So.
And it's
Yeah,
not
it's
like
not-
terrible. You can play it at locals
Oh yeah, it's definitely
for
not
sure. Yeah, dare I say cook, but
bad. That's the thing though. I don't know what you're cooking with. It's
yeah,
the
because
same
he's
deck
literally it's just Sky Island people like
list. Yeah.
Shandorian
So-
warriors.
Yeah. So in my opinion, it's probably just stay at locals. I don't
Wait.
think it's a rogue deck.
We can keep it up here though.
Yeah, it's definitely
Like a
definitely
higher-
at the top. It is for sure.
Like, are you gonna win locals with it? Probably not. But you're not gonna
Possible.
get destroyed, you know. Okay, up next we got Blue Buggy from OPO9, and we just got the promo cards for
a little bit late because I think Dofi, but it's still good against Bo,
Blackbeard.
Betty.
Still good against Blackbeard.
Oh, Buggy, the deck and as the whole, yeah, good
Yes.
against Blackbeard. I
Um,
was talking about the promo.
I would definitely probably gonna put it into Rogue.
I think yeah. There's gonna be a lot of Zoro as well.
There's
that
no
Buggy
cooking.
promo.
There's no cooking with this deck, but it could definitely be a Rogue tier. I think it's better than Reiju they're into the meta, you know.
Yeah.
So I like it there. Saddens me to say, but we all know where Blackbeard's gonna go.
Yep.
Straight to the S tier. I think it's probably better than Bonnie, so we'll put it in front of Bonnie.
Yeah.
I don't even think we need to discuss Blackbeard. If you're watching this, you probably know what it does.
If
But
you play the sim, you've definitely played against
If
it.
not, you could trash a card and negate all on-play effects for your opponent's next turn, and then you run 4 12-cost Blackbeard blockers, or 10 cost 12,000 power Blackbeard blockers, and they take away your leader's ability, and they take away an attack/effects of a character on the board. So, strongest deck in the meta right now. One of them, yeah. So
For sure.
we'll keep it up there. A good one up next we got is Purple Green Limb, which I think has some potential now with some of those black cards getting taken out.
Yep. I would agree.
I definitely say it's probably a high Rogue. I don't know if I would give it A yet.
I
Maybe low A.
want to say it. It just.
We just haven't been able to
not
see it
being able to be
perform
KO'd.
yet.
It performed in Japan.
Yeah, we
little
can put
bit.
it. I'll put it in low A.
And that was without the ban list. So it definitely has potential, and I definitely think I could see it. Top events.
Okay.
Like,
That's fine.
like we're just talking like top 16, top 8. I could definitely see them in there. 100%.
Yeah, especially if you're getting Zora out on turn 3 like every time.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
hard for a lot of
before
decks to deal with.
that's before Blackbeard can even deploy a Blackbeard
sure.
blocker or anything like that.
It'll be like 6 on.
The only
just going
thing is,
second.
if you're going against like a Zoro or something, you definitely need to get some of those
Yes.
blockers out, because if you don't know your leaders come out, or your leader effect is you can ramp Dawn, But all your
Rested
players
or
come out
calm, yeah.
rested. All your players come out rested, or all your characters come out rested, and then you can ramp Dawn by resting 3 Dawn and then bringing out a character rested that's 5 or lower as well. So
Odyssey.
Odyssey type. So yeah, I think it'll be good. Up next we got purple, yellow, Nico, Robin.
Another one of my cope decks. I think you got to let it cook.
Yeah, this is definitely a cook-worthy deck. I could see it. I mean,
It's never bad, but it's not good.
you could trash Rygo, or not Rygo. Sorry, you can trash Life with Nico, Robin. I think it's there's 3 or more.
Yeah.
She's also with the OP10. I think she might run the Basil Hawkins. That's
I
more
do.
trash life
Believe.
on KO, so I could see it. Yeah, you could cook with this deck for sure. I mean, I'll probably put it above this Luffy, honestly. But okay, we'll keep it there. Another S tier. I'm probably gonna put Shanks up here.
Yeah, it's an S tier.
Definitely ahead of Bonnie. He just went to World Championships, so not much.
Yeah, I think OP10 gets better, in my opinion. So.
Yeah, not much to discuss about that. It's just up there.
Yep.
Black Blue Usopp. Definitely. I mean, no Ice Age, but I don't think it ran Ice Age, did it?
I don't.
It's definitely
think
probably
so.
an A tier, low A.
I don't think it's needed. Yeah, I think it's low A as well.
It performed in Japan pretty well, so that's good there. All right, coming up with the OP10 leaders, we have green, yellow, or sorry, I guess we are already in the OP10 leaders, but with Usopp. But we got green, yellow, Trafalgar Law. Hard deck to master, but looks really fun to play.
I think it's C tier, or no, I probably B tier. I think it's B tier.
I could see it being rogue. The new Trafalgar Law secret rare drop was pretty well. It's pretty nice. Gain a life. You're playing supernovas, so and it's green, so the green supernovas are really good. I like it right there.
Yep.
Red blue Caesar the Clown.
I think it's D or F.
It's gotta be D.
Yeah.
Just keep that at locals. Have fun with it, but it's not unplayable. It just isn't good. Red green smoker. I'm gonna probably put this at high A. Maybe.
High A.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like probably the first in A. It got really
think it's the
good
best
cards.
OP10 deck for sure.
Yeah. It did perform in Japan, so I'm good with it there. We got was it purple red sugar now? Deck's not that fun to me because you just play a lot of events and you just recycle events with Don Quixote cards.
Probably I think it can go to C tier, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what we would cook with it, but it is purple, and you can always cook with purple, so we'll keep it in here. All right, yellow Captain Kid, yellow Captain Kid for OP10. I think the deck's fun. It is a straight yellow 5 life leader though.
Yeah, piss kid.
But you do trash life with Basil Hawkins, and you can stand it. You can stand it up as a blocker, so that's nice.
You can guarantee it. Yeah, you can guarantee it.
And then with the SR Captain Kid, it's just on play is trash life. So I could put this in like low rogue.
Yep. No, I think it's A. I think it's A.
You think it's A?
Yeah.
I didn't see really how it performed, but I'll keep it in A. That's fine. What is this? What do we have next here? These are all these are starter decks, right?
These are some promo leaders, yeah. So we'll just rapid fire this one. Unplayable.
Unplayable. Sakazuki.
This one is probably
local.
a D.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unplayable.
Unplayable.
That law is terrible. Sanji
turns everything into rush cards. We'll take that into rogue. I like it there. Red Luffy.
Locals, I guess.
Keep it at locals. Green Captain Kid.
It's not unplayable. Locals.
Local for sure. Blue Crocodile. Just a worse.
I just want to say unplayable.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Just not good. Purple Kaido.
My boy. It's locals.
High locals. I'll put it at the top of locals. Nah.
That's generous. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll put it in front of the other Kaido.
That's fine. Yeah. Just put them
Purple,
together.
purple Shanks.
I'd say A tier. Oh, okay.
A tier.
Nah, I'm kidding. Nah, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. That's unplayable.
It's unplayable. It's a terrible card. Sakazuki again. I mean,
it's locals probably, I guess.
like low locals. Yellow Charlotte Linlin.
Probably locals. I want this to be good, but it's not.
Yeah. Black Luffy.
Locals.
I could see Cook with this deck.
I think. Where's the other? Nah, this one I don't think you can cook that hard. The other Black Luffy, I think you can cook.
Oh, this one over here.
This one, yeah. That
Okay,
one
that's the one I was thinking of. I'll put that one in
Yes.
Cook right now.
That one's good. Yeah,
This
yeah.
one we'll just put in like probably unplayable, right?
It's. Yeah, probably.
Yeah. I was gonna say,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like- Yellow Yamato, but this is
It's a terrible.
unplayable. This deck I like, right here. This Captain Kid deck.
I kind of want to put it in Rogue. I'll be honest with you.
I'll put it in Rogue. Yeah, I'll probably put it like here. It's definitely got all the fun aspects of purple with ramping. With the cards you get for early, you could definitely not lose that much life, and you're swinging 6k without losing Dawn. So I think it's fine right there. Another main deck that you play is purple red Luffy. Or red purple.
Sorry, the video's long, but I gotta talk about this one. I think it's an A tier deck.
Okay. I could see it. I
mean,
could see it there for sure.
It's losing the bad matchup with Dofi. It's a bad matchup in the Blackbeard, which kind of sucks, and Bonnie. But you beat Shanks. 100% you beat Shanks. And you beat Purple Luffy. It's 50-50 with Purple Luffy. In all honesty.
Hey, whoever goes first, really, is what it is.
Yeah, if you can take first away from Purple Luffy, it's good. Losing the Enel matchup kind of sucks because you do beat that as well. It's still an A tier deck though. Like
Yeah.
You know, you're playing big bodies, you ramp fast, you have giants still, and you lose the Lucci matchup, which there shouldn't be that much Lucci. So, and Ice Age is going, which means your big bodies get stick.
And you
Rago's
still
going, so,
and you still get Gum Gum Giant. So
and giant is still there. So I think it's an A deck.
I could see it. 3 life though is dangerous, but
Yeah, we'll see how the aggro matchups. If there's a lot of Zoro, then you're kind of cooked. Yeah.
all right. Up next we got Green Uta.
Rogue.
I would say, yeah, I was either gonna say Cook or Rogue. I like it in the Rogue area.
That list is pretty set.
Yeah, they literally had a starter deck with everything. You
Yeah.
run the Shanks in it.
Some run A-class kit as well, but I don't. But it's good.
Yeah.
I just like the 100% film. But yeah, it's a rogue deck. Can do good.
We got starter deck Zoro and Sanji.
All right, let's rapid fire this. Locals. For
Yeah. Also, if you're new, you can just, this is not a bad starter deck to just start the game with.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we got the 3 brothers, Black Yellow Luffy.
I've been waiting to say this. Unfucking playable. Get this deck out of my face. No more Gecko. It's actually unplayable.
Or Ice Age. Or Rago.
Or Raigo. Yeah. I mean the whole yeah, got hit.
Yeah. Got targeted heavy. Okay. Blue Yellow Ace. Locals.
Probably locals. You know, sadly.
Was this Red Yellow Sabo? I'd put it at
We could put it in Cook.
Cook
We could put it
for
in
sure.
Cook. Yeah.
Starter deck Red Luffy. It's just probably like a local
I think it's Cook or Rogue, honestly.
Rogue. I can put it in high Cook.
Okay.
I'll put him
fine with
first in Cook. Okay, and then we got why am I blanking on his name?
Hannibal.
Impel down Hannibal. Probably on
By locals. No, it's playable.
It's playable. Okay. And then we got Kyros, Black Yellow Kyros.
Locals.
I'll take
It's
it. in
playable.
locals. Green yellow, green red Odin.
Let's cook it up. Cook it up. Yeah.
I like Cook. I
More-
like Cook there. And then
no more black. So
purple
oh, this is
green
EVO2.
Luffy.
Well, we know where this is gonna go when EVO2 comes out.
Yeah,
It's an S tier deck. Yeah,
probably actually like here.
it beats Blackbird, so that shit's gonna be above Blackbird. Yeah, when it comes out.
And so will this purple blue.
That's OP11. Yeah.
But okay, guys, thanks for tuning in. Sorry the video was long, but this is
A lot
the
of leaders. Yeah.
final deck list that our opinion, can't stress that enough. We are not, you know, we're above casual players, but we're not winning regionals, you know what I mean? So take this with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
But yeah, appreciate you coming around. Thanks for doing this with me, Alec.
No problem.
Couldn't have done it without you. So, but yeah, check out the other 2 videos if you're interested in the Bonnie deck. I've been running for OP10. I plan on changing it here soon, kind of testing out some other stuff with it. But yeah, stay tuned for upcoming days. Might test out some fun decks with Alec on the sim. So just look forward to that. But see you next time. Thank you, guys.
All right, thank you.